Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all had a beautiful Easter and you were able to catch up with some special people in your lives over the weekend. We had a 4-day long weekend here in Australia, so it really doesn't feel like Tuesday. It feels like Monday, and I've been out and had to run a couple of errands this morning, and it really does feel like Monday. But anyway, thank you so much for joining. My name is Ellen Woodbridge. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So I'm on the Central Coast of New South Wales, which is an hour north of Sydney. We have beautiful beaches. It's a stunning day here today. It's just lovely and warm. I've got some sheets out on the line, flapping in the breeze, drying in the sun. But I'm here card making with you because I have already been out and enjoyed the sunshine this morning. Hello Deborah, hello Kathy. For those of you who are watching the replay, don't forget to give me a like and a thumbs up so we can find other people to join us for our Tuesday crafty goodness here on Facebook and the replay that I pop up on YouTube. So today I am pairing some new or some available new and some retiring products. So what I have here, and I do have a little pile of things that we're going to play with. I've grabbed out the Artfully layered stamp set. Hello Miss Cheryl, how are you? Hello Peggy, thank you for joining. So I've grabbed the Artfully layered stamp set, and I have grabbed the retiring hybrid bloom embossing folder. There you go, that's a good view of the embossing folder for you, and dies. So these dies cut and emboss at the same time. Not using that feature today, but I've already grabbed out the die. We are using the, that just fell on the floor. We are using the ticket die that I will show you, and my ever favorite stitched rectangle dies. So using those products today. So the stamp set is available in the mini catalogue. I will post a link to my store. Hello Miss Kathy, thank you for joining. Hello Margaret. I'll post a link to the store after I finish live in my description. And the bloom hybrid dies are retiring from our annual catalogue that finishes at the end of April. I was going to say the end of May, the beginning of, so that finishes on the 2nd of May. Hello Mary, so great to have so many of you joining me today. So I will show you, I've made 2 versions of the card and you guys will be voting which one I am making today. I am making a couple of cards. I think I'm making 2 with you. So I have made one version without the detail stamping, and I've made one version with the detail stamping. Both are beautiful, but I have made 2 versions. So you will have to tell me which one you love after I've done all my base stamping. We'll also be doing a little bit of die cutting. Thank you for your amazing work, Cheryl. I appreciate that. I totally forgot. Cheryl's doing work for me behind the scenes, being an amazing friend and cheerleader. So let's flip around. I've just got 2 more things to move that I didn't move earlier. Let's flip around, turn off lights so we get rid of nasty shadows, and let's get making these. I already have the kits because I made them in a recent class, so we're kind of already halfway there. Hello Miss Cindy, how are you this lovely Monday for you? Monday evening for a lot of you. Okay, you did. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, do you know what I meant to do yesterday? And I haven't fixed up my, oops, but I did just flick you guys around. I haven't fixed up my my stand. So I did a live yesterday on, see, I did a live yesterday on YouTube and I just couldn't get my stand right. I truly couldn't, and it was actually really annoying me. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with it at the moment. So let's see how we go today. Although I really think I just fixed it, because it seems to be, sorry, I'll just get my finger in the camera there for a second. It now seems to be sitting fairly flat, though I do just need to pop it back a little bit, and I think we're fine. I'll go turn off the light and I'll see how it looks. Now, that is looking lovely today, may I say. I'm very happy with that. I don't know what I did, but it worked. Woohoo! So if you hear any banging in the background, my next door neighbours are, hello Miss Margene, my neighbours are building a granny flat. So the builders are there banging away. They have gutters, windows and a roof. And I saw some wrapping going around the house when I drove by this morning. I have retrieved my die from the floor, so we have not lost that. I'll pop my catalogues to the side just so they don't get in the way. Okay, so we need 3 stamps out of this stamp set. We're going to use Hey There because it covers everything. Hey there, thanks. Hey there, happy birthday. Hey there, hope you're having a great day. I'm going to use this big leaf die, which I love, and it's a distinctive. So you get a whole lot, and I'll show you this card up close and personal. I have stamped off, but you get this great amount of detail in it, so it's not just solid. You do see that detail. So 1, 2, 3, and the writing, which is not full writing, and it appears to be in Latin or something like that. So it's a hint of texture without being full on. Okay, I do have a couple of stamped images in here which didn't make the cut for some project or another at some stage. Pop that over here and I'll make sure you can see it. I've got some chord warfare happening. Pop that on a block and pop these 2 on blocks. Now there is a reason why I put that on an angle, and do you know what I really want to do? I actually want to put this on a larger block because I'm stamping onto a strip for my sentiments, and I'm actually going to put this on a long block, and that means I can hopefully see the edge of the paper when I'm stamping, so I can, you know, hope against hope, stamp it somewhat straight. Hello Miss Corinne, how are you? Thank you for sharing, Corinne. It will just sound like outsiders. There are still homes being built in our street. Ah, very nice. And then my friend down the street, she is building a story up. So, but they weren't there today. So I reckon those builders are on holidays this week. Because they weren't there earlier this morning when I drove by. Now I have already got one card here ready to put together that I did in class, but we do have some card bases here. Now, I am using Just Jade. For those of you who have keen eyes, I am using Just Jade, and I needed to do a last hurrah. It is sold out. The ink pad is already sold out in Australia, but I just had to use it. But you can use any color you wanted to recreate this card. I just happened to be using Just Jade because I had a hankering to use it. So that's exactly what I did. What color? Oh, moving. Yeah, no. I moved with a child in hospital. Yeah, no, been there, done that. What outgoing in color are you going to miss most? Just while this is going to be interesting because I don't have multiple stamping off sheets. Okay, well, this ink pad now appears to be quite dry, but I still want to do a stamp off. Now, it's not a complete stamp off, so I'm going to get even more gradient than what is in the stamp texture. So what I tend to do is do a big one in the middle and then kind of go out from there at all different angles, at different orientations. So I think the next one I do is going to be like this way, and I'm going to nest them in together to create an interesting background, or at least that's what I'm trying to do. I think I'm going to have to do a little that there. That works well. So I've done 1/2 basically, and I just see how the stamp nestles in. So I was doing a background like this the other day, so see how this leaf here nestles in beautifully just there. So that looks really good. And what I am going to do just here, because I know there's a bit of space, I'm just going to pop the back of that now here and turn my stamp around. It really doesn't take long to do this, and of course, because I'm chitter chattering with you guys, it's probably taking a little longer than it normally would. So these two nestled in really nicely, and I just want to get this edge here, and that is one panel stamped. I could have done a big one sheet wonder and cut it up, but I cope, my brain copes better with having card fronts and stamping onto card fronts, and that works for me, and that is okay. The one sheet wonders really do intimidate me quite a lot, actually. I have done them, but I don't do them often. I think it's probably been about a year since I did one. Oh, no, maybe not quite. I did one for a team swap, and I used, what did I use? I used the Brilliant Wings, Butterfly Brilliance, and I used watercolor shapes. So I just limited what I used, and that seemed to work rather nicely for me. Now we do have to think that part of this stamping is absolutely going to be covered up, so it's not imperative that we get it perfect or anything like that, because a good portion of it just ain't going to be seen. And that's totally okay. Now this last one I'm going to do on a weird angle because I just want to try and fill in as much of that area as I can, which I did. So they are on two totally different card fronts using a single stamp and a single ink color. Now, while I have this out, I am going to stamp, because I have this piece here, I'm going to stamp Hey There twice. And I will get on to my embossing and die cutting. Just let me check that. That's looking nice. I'm just using the edges because, as I said, I feel this is a titch dry. Two perfect stamps. Now, while I close this, do I want to put this detail on the stamp? So I'd be using grey granite. So this is plain and this is stamped, or I can do one of each. I know what my preference is, but I'd love to hear from you. So grab my scissors, close this up. Misty Moonlight, hello Chris. Yes, that is a very, very popular answer, that people are going to miss Misty Moonlight. Okay, I've got that, sorry. Just trying to get the things that I need while you answer with or without text. So as always, we're interactive here as much as we can be, and I like to give you guys some choices. So I die cut these Just Jade pieces, if I can grab them out, and I am going to run them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. One of each. Okay, Kathy, look, while I've got ink and stamp things out, I might, and I'm going to use this one because if I put the words over my misinking or misstamping, undecided which one applies there, I can make it look the best it can. Okay, and if any more answers come in, we can overrule. Now, I'm using grey granite, but I am actually stamping off. So then it is just that bit lighter. So the good thing about using our inks is you can use them however you want. I just want it to be seen, but I kind of don't want it to be in your face. So that's 3. I'm thinking my panel will go here, so I might just put a teensy bit at the top and leave it at that. So that will be good on that, knowing I'll put my panel here and my sentiment across here. So quite a lot of that stamping we did do will be covered up, but we're fine with that. Absolutely fine. So one with, one without, and then the one I have to assemble has it on there, which I love. Okay, so 2 ink pads closed. I'm going to create a little bit of room if I can here. Don't actually, this can go in recycling. It's inked up enough. I'm just going to pile these cards on top of each other because I need to do some 3D embossing, and it is with a full-sized embossing folder. I'm grabbing out my big machine, even though the sentiments can be used in the mini machine. I'm just going to grab out this one. So the Bloom embossing folder, I am going to do I'm going to run it through twice. So I'm just going to make sure you can see what I'm doing. I am choosing the section I would like to be seen. So I would like flowers and some leaves. So I'm doing that, and then I may use the other edge of the flowers for the next one, because, you know, let's make it look a little different. So no one said Just Jade. No one's going to miss Just Jade. That's okay. I think we can live with that. Make sure the die is the right way round. If you want the embossing to come up, ooh, I like that way. I just love how that fell. So I get all 3 flowers and some of the leaves. If you want it embossed, so because I've got stitching on the side, you want the right way of the paper facing the Stampin' Up logo. If you want it debossed, you use the side that faces away from the logo. Okay, so I've done that, and now we just need to take away our grey plate, which is just for our 3D embossing folders. And I'm going to get so what I've got now is my shim for using thin dies. I have recently just changed over my bottom plate because my bottom plate was bowing extremely badly. It was really, really bad. So I condemned it to the bin because it was also very, very worn. Does that appear straight? I think it does. Okay, so what I do here, because we haven't got our magnetic mats yet, so I've still got this up, and when I'm happy, I sandwich it down and I crank through. So that die isn't moving anywhere because I sandwiched it down. And when we come out the other side, we have our beautiful sentiment. And then we're going to attempt to do that twice. Let's see how I go getting it straight and even. The other one was just a real fluke, I reckon. That's not too bad. Sandwich, hold until the die grabs. Great. That is that done. So that is one more crank. That is all the stamping, embossing and cutting that we need to do. Pop that over there. Take these plates away, put them in their home. You are going to miss. Hello, Miss Myrtle. How are you? You are going to miss Just Jade, yes. But I must admit, I do love the new colours coming in. But there are, going to miss the magenta. I think I'm going to miss all those colours because I've still got them sitting there. They're the new colours. They're the currants. I think I really did like all of these colours. Actually, I'm going to miss them all. Just to play devil's advocate, and but you've got to get rid of or you've got to say goodbye to the old. Not get rid of. You don't have to get rid of it if you don't want to, but you need to say goodbye to the old to invite the new. Okay, I'm going to take this out of here completely. Right, so I am going to assemble our embossed piece first, and because we're putting it onto vellum, I am going to use our Stampin' seal. And it works particularly because we've got so much embossing, so much texture, being a 3D embossing folder. So I just find on a piece like this, 2 is great. And let's see if I can get this. Nope, not even. It's barely touching, so I can pop it off. There we go. That seems a little better. Oh, so not. I went from one extreme to the other. Deep breath. There we go. That's more even. It's not perfect, it's just more even. Okay, so I'll take this one, 2 lines, so I pop it down, tip and pull. So maybe because we did it nicely on the first one, these other ones are just going to come together perfectly. What do you reckon? Yes, I know the new colours are gorgeous. If anyone hasn't seen the new colours, I did share them in my unboxing video, which unfortunately is in 2 parts over on YouTube because YouTube decided to end my video on me. So you can see the products that I have already been able to order. We only get a selection of products to pre-order. Okay, oh, that's crooked. The evenness is fine, but it's crooked. Okay, take 5 for these, and then I think we're up to dimensionals. And I'll show you what I am doing because this sentiment overlaps. Okay, so, and what you can do is flip it over and give it a nice rub to pick up as many adhesion points as what you can. Okay, gone through so many of these recently. I feel like I'm hemorrhaging them. Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? You on meeting break or lunch break? Being an Aussie and being a friend, I know where she is and what she's doing. Or are you at home or in the office? I don't think she'd be on here if she was in the office, to tell you the truth. She's probably out on the veranda enjoying the sunshine. Playing with a bit of greenery today, Miss Jade. So I did want to support all 4 corners and the middle. And for our hay, I just want to put 1 glue dot on the end because we're going to layer it up. So what I'll do, I'll end up putting some wet glue on this side, and then everything sits nice and flat because it's all on the same level. Okay. And this one. And this one, I just got to make sure I'm doing it on the right side. This one, we stamped. We were stamping things on the wrong angle. I was wondering why it was a bit weird. That's done, and now that one's the done one, and we've just got to do these 2. I know, they're lovely. Oh, you're great, but needed a brain break. Yes. work from home today. That'd be lovely after the long weekend. I didn't appreciate my early morning wake up this morning. It was I stupidly made an appointment for 7:10 this morning. But the good thing was I was up early and I got it done early. And I've already been out and run errands and done all of those things. But it was a 7:10 appointment. But that's okay. That meant the person that I had the appointment with wasn't running late. I like my method, but sometimes it doesn't work. Ooh, aren't you hot, Jamie? It's quite warm outside, or is your house staying cool? I swear it was like 26 degrees when I was out there earlier. It's meant to get to like 28, 29. We're talking Celsius. Not hot inside with the cold tiles, yeah. That is one advantage of our houses, Jamie. We do have nice cold tiles. Okay, now I have my 3 card bases. This is the one I did in class. This is the plain one that you guys requested, and the other one that I stamped. So I just want to, Mum's here talking to David. She's helping out with the garden, which is lovely, lovely. Talking to the kids because it's school holidays here. So the kids don't go back to school till next Wednesday. So still got 7 full days to go because we have 3 weeks of 4-day weeks. So last week we had Good Friday as a public holiday. This week we had Easter Monday as a public holiday. And next week we have Anzac Day as a public holiday. So I'm sure she says hi back. I'm not sure she's still in the house. Everyone on the video says hi, Mum. Oh, she went back outside. There you go. She left the front door open. That's why I thought she was in here. Oh, Louise is up and moving. I think she knows her 3rd or 4th, no, might be her 5th favourite person is here. Because I'm assuming me and the kids and David are the first favourites. But she's very enamoured with Mum. Everyone on the video says hi, Mum. I think they heard you. You really? Really? Ooh. How hard are you pushing, Cindy? That's interesting. I mean, it won't affect how you use it, but very interesting. Well, I suppose your bone folder does get worn down eventually. Okay, so just popping them on a Just Jade card base and inking up the back of the card because I put it in the leaf stamp. Yeah, I knew you would have heard a Myrtle. I knew. Thank you, Owen, for turning it down. Okay. I did have to turn this around because the writing does kind of go one way. Pardon, Owen? Lavender was making a model for her major art project last night while we were watching MasterChef. So if you come and put them in here, that would be lovely of you. There you go. Sorry. Yep, all of that can go in here, mate. And Lav will put it away with... And the what? Oh, I think the scrap can go in the bin. It's okay, I'll still do... Yes, you can. I just had one of my downline Jamie talk about using the block. And I went, oh, that's a fantastic idea. And it is actually great for my hands. So with this, I'd like to see some of the leaves. So I'm going to put it flowers down. And you can see I did a little bit of misinking or misstamping. What misinking or misstamping, I hear you say, because I've covered majority of it up. Just like that. Okay, so we're going to put a little dab of glue there. Oh no, you saw nothing. Nothing happened then. I'll take the backing off first next time, hey? I'm going to kind of put this in between. I do need to hold this down for a second. Hello, Miss Carol, how are you? And I'm not sticking my finger up at anyone, I promise. I'm literally, this finger doesn't straighten unless I physically straighten it these days. So, yes, that's what happens. So it is going to be a bit of a quicker video. I say that at 37 minutes and I'm only making 2 cards. You know, we have fun together. Have to put my little ads in first at the start about what's going on. Anyone who has signed up to my newsletter list would have got a newsletter from me the other night, just reminding you about a couple of things that are ending soon. Okay, like that there. Going to take this one. Take the backing off before we put on the glue. Learn from your mistakes. And I will remove that glue with an adhesive remover once the glue has dried. You kind of have to let the glue dry before you do that. Aww. The kids are getting hugs off Nana, and Nana's there going, I'm sweaty and hot, and no one goes, I don't care. Oh, boys are still sweet. Yes, I am very well. I am indeed. I had, I think, 2 huge sleep-ins over the Easter long weekend, which I can't remember the last time I'd had a huge sleep-in. So that was really good. What was that? Ah, Mum's just updating David with what's being done. And Miss Louise is trying to get Mum's attention, going, give me love. All the antics that happen in my house during school holidays, guys. Ooh, and I'm going to get this nice... there's so much greenery on this, I think I am going to make sure I touch all 3 clusters of that wording. So I've slightly gone over all 3 just to create a sense of connection. Hello, Trellis, how are you? So that's the one I stamped with you guys. And that's why I put this extra one up here, knowing that all of those ones were going to be covered. Now there is a little bit of a blank spot here, which is where I would like this to go. I'm just going to hold that down. It's not going to sit perfectly flat because you've got that, and it is really deep embossing. I will show you exactly how deep it is. It's not a normal embossing folder, it is one of our 3D ones, and I'm finished with all of this, and our finishing touch is very, very simply some rhinestones. So I've just got our rhinestones. I'm out of my middle ones, but I'm more than happy. Oh my god, whatever lavender's cooking smells amazing because it's got a heap of garlic in it. Oh, you're cold. All I want is the dishwasher. Oh, I don't know. Ours is dirty. I think I'm going to ask for it to be packed. What I did get done is one of the teenagers' sheets on the line, Jamie. So not that their rooms are stinky, but I did request. Now, what I've done for my placement here, I did request that the bed be stripped so I could put it on, and it's worked nicely. So what I've done here is I've just nestled in one of the big rhinestones, and I've kind of touched all three areas. So, I don't know, it just works when you cross over a line or a barrier and nestle things in. It just works really, really nicely. And one up here, one down here, a little triangle, and you let everything else breathe. But those gems just bring your eye to the sentiment. I'm just going to pop that in the corner and go again. Yeah, I know. They're not being, well, I did warn the girls that they'd hear them. They're not being annoying. There you go. Now you can hear Mum talking about speculating. Thank you, Mum.
See what you think.
Okay, I'm sure it's awesome. Mum pulled out a few dead plants and did a bit of trimming for us. She offered. Amazing, Mum. Now you did hear Louisa getting some love. Her bell is undeniable. Undeniable. Hello, Miss Lisa. Oh, you're on the bus to the city. I hope you have a safe trip and a nice time, and that you went okay with your baggage, Lisa. Okay, so I want to hear from you guys which one you prefer. Do you prefer the plain, or do you prefer the extra wording? So that detail stamp. So that's what I would love you to tell me. I would also love you on the way out to give me a like or a thumbs up, whichever way you look at it, just so I know you like watching my videos and other people can find us. I will have you, I prefer that one too, Jamie, but a lot of people omitted it in class, and then the request was before you came to do one of each. Did I have a Linda join? Which Linda joined? You prefer wording? Oh, I didn't see a Linda join. Cindy? Both, but do like the wording. Okay. Yeah, you can go simple, or you can just add that teeny extra step. I will have the shop link in the description after I go live. So the Just Jade ink is already sold out. You can still get the cardstock, and the Bloom hybrid embossing folder and dies, which is where the sentiment label is from, as well as the embossing folder. They are still available but are retiring. Both are good, but the wording adds something. Oh, hello, Miss Linda. That's where you were hiding, Linda. I got you to come out. So, and of course we use the Artfully layered stamp set, which is in the mini catalogue but doesn't appear in the new annual. So it is available at this stage and not currently retiring, but I'm pretty sure it will be retiring sadly because it's an amazing stamp set. So I hope everyone has an amazing couple of days. Now I've got a nice little stash of cards, which will make great masculine cards or feminine. I will see you on Thursday over on YouTube, so make sure you go over there if you haven't already and like and press the bell so you get notifications of when I go live. You too, I'm glad to give you a brain break, Miss J. We'll have to do an after work brain break very soon. My pleasure, Miss Cindy. Everyone stay well and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.